All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rokakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And peace, love, and salutations to the Akim that's out there laboring, that's of the hopeful elect, that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And the Lord is pretty much sending out people strong delusions that they should believe a lie. Because here it is, the men of the Lord standing 10 toes down have been telling you for years that this time is coming, okay? Time of famine, a time of this the wicked revealing themselves, okay? But Jake still pretty much comes up hard against this truth. But when you come up against this truth, what other philosophy do you have? What is truth coming from Jake? Because if it's not speaking of the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, okay, it's everything that you will spew out that's not of the truth is being taught from your adversary, okay, and your adversary pretty much has ill will toward you. And this is what we're trying to tell you. Okay? He is systematically trying to destroy, okay, the children of Israel. Okay? And it's evident in these times. Jake doesn't see it. Jake still has the pleasures of social media to pretty much numb the pain, so to speak. Social media is not being used in a sense of gaining any type of knowledge. You see? All right? A lot of Jakes will look at this truth as a very lovely song. You see? Okay? But Jake is not gaining any type of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that should be able to save them souls in the time when the Lord starts to visit this place. You see? Okay? And the Lord is visiting this place as we speak via plagues, man. Famine is coming. Okay? All right? The systematic engineered famine is already in the works. Okay? Now, we want to talk about this government shutdown. This government shutdown serves many purposes at this point in time. Okay? Because now it gives what was used to be the middle class and the lower income people, they're having them stretch out their resources to where they are pretty much going to be bare bones, not have nothing. That little, under the mattress savings is going to be gone. Any type of resources that, people would have to be able to grab a loan, get a loan, but it's going to do nothing but put them further in debt. You see? And they're going to be at a disadvantage. Okay? So this is why we understand through the spirit that once this man pretty much implements, any type of government assistance, when they pretty much, put it back in existence, it will be some type of changes that will be as far as it will come with conditions. Okay, you see, and we know that demic is coming. Okay, so pretty much, they're gonna introduce this new way of surviving, so to speak, in society, which pretty much is that digital ID is coming. Okay? And we're going to see the demise of this dollar pretty soon. Okay? Because all things are in place to pretty much destroy this money system, this old money system. And to bring in the new system, you have to destroy the old one. Okay? And now when we speak about with Jake and the whole thing with the SNAP benefits, and it's going to be a trickle effect on the economy. Okay, all right. Your so-called people that has been eating off the backs of Jake for generations are not going to pretty much have the liberty of taking Jake's money. All right, as far as merchants are concerned. Okay. Because a lot of times those SNAP benefits now, they were going a long way for Jake families. Okay? The woman would be able to not worry about the food in the house, and she would take her extra dollars and would spend the extra dollars on going to the Chinese restaurant, going to the fish market, getting their little seafood boil, get their nails done, and these are all businesses that the other nations, will benefit from Jake. But we're going to see that all is going to cease now. Okay? So everybody's going to hurt now. Now you're going to have people, the merchants that are going to hurt now, because now they have to take the money that they would normally pay for, luxuries of that sense. But now that money would have to go to pretty much putting food on the table, man. You see? But Jake doesn't understand, really the purpose of what is going on, as far as the Lord is gonna show people, that He is in control. All right, and these people are without any type of covering, man, no type of foundation, man. Okay. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 2. Let's start at verse 11. Have a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory to that which do not profit. And that's what our people do, man, because our people are into everything else other than what they need to be into these scriptures, man. Okay? You see? And in that time to come, all right, will these gods actually save them? And the answer is going to be no. Okay? They have forsaken the true living power, man. Okay? That is going to be able to deliver them in a time of need, man. Okay? These people don't have that covering, man. Okay? You see? But it says this. Be astonished, O ye heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. Be ye very desolate, saith Yahweh. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters, and have hewed them out cisterns, broken cisterns that can hold no water. You see? And that's pretty much what our people are in a position of difficulty right now. Okay? You see? All right? People will say that they love the Lord with their mouth, but their heart is far from Him, man. Okay? They have been fully submersed within the ways of Babylon, man, and have wholeheartedly followed their adversary, to do as thy wilt, so to speak. Okay? But there's going to be a recompense for that via the Lord. Okay? The Lord is going to send, put you people in a situation, man, to when you're going to realize that it's the Lord, the true living power, that's doing these things to you, man. Okay? That time is coming, man. Okay? All right? You people are evil and wicked, man. Okay? A lot of those people, like I said before, man, a lot of those people that are on those SNAP benefits, man, a lot of those people, those are the most evilest people you can ever come across, man. Okay? And I'm not speaking for all of them, man. There's some people that are really honest and hardworking, but a lot of these people, man, are just manipulators and connivers, okay? Evil-hearted, a lot of those people are among that number, man. Okay? The 2/3. You see? Okay? It says here, is Israel a servant? Is he a homeborn slave? Why is he spoiled? You see? And they can't wrap their finger around that situation, man. Of why they are spoiled, man. Okay? You see? Because why? It's because they continue to sin against their power, man. Okay? They still don't get it. Okay? It's time for the ones that anyone that's on the fence, man, it's time for a great reckoning right now, man. Okay? We're seeing now, man, to where all of these other false prophets that are out there, man, these false camps, man, are not going in the scriptures and pretty much telling you what's to come down the pipeline, man. Okay? They're selling you clickbait, man. You see? And things that are not profiting you at the end of the day. Okay? Great Millstone has the 100% truth, man. Okay? And people are going to realize that, man. Okay? In these up and coming months, man. All right? As these walls begin to close in on you people, man. Okay? You see? You people are going to be in a position to where you can't get yourselves out of, man. Okay? All right? And we know, all right, of the potential elect, we know that we can rely on the Lord, man. Okay? And we're going to have to in these last days, man. You see? All right? Let's go from here. Let's go to Isaiah. Let's see. Salakia. Let's go to Isaiah 30. All right? This is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. See? And that's what Jake is doing right now, man. Okay? Jake is not pretty much repenting. They're not putting off the old man. Okay? And pretty much reverencing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and calling upon those names. You see? Okay? You know, Jake really is gonna pretty much gonna find themselves in a situation to where this whole dilemma that's coming, all right, is gonna hit them like a frozen bag of nickels, man. Okay, in a dead sleep. You see, okay, because the day of the Lord, man, it's like a thief in the night, man. All right, okay, and not only of his appearing, but of the plagues that are coming to Babylon, man. Okay, Jake's gonna get caught all up in that, man. All right, right? It says that go down to into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And now people still trust in the shadow of Egypt. Okay, all right. Jake has been very complacent upon these benefits, man. Okay, so now a good way to put you people in be able to in the position of difficulty, and to have you people ultimately bend the knee to them, you know, all they have to do is just take it away. Okay, and that's what they have done. Okay, all right. You're trusting in the shadow of Egypt, man. Okay, all right. You see, and you have not asked at the amount for the Lord, man. Okay, you're trying to strengthen yourselves in the strength of your oppressor, man. Okay, you see, all right, and it's going to be to your own destruction. All right, it says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Yes, because you people are going to be held in derision, man. Okay, all right. This man has a wide-eyed plan for you people, man. Okay, and you people are going to bend the knee, man, because you people are faithless creatures, man. Okay, first and foremost. All right, you just feel like that's your only way of passage in the society, man. Okay, so you chicks are gonna pretty much go right along with it, man. Okay, you see, you know, that's that old homeborn slave mentality, man. Okay, all right. You know, you got a lot of natural men walking around. Okay, you see, and these people that can't get this doctrine right, they're gonna be judged too, man. Okay, you know, but not to pretty much go too much off topic, but you know, you people that you leaders of these early affiliate camps of this truth, affiliates, not affiliates, but pretty much I'm talking about the likes of the ISUPK and all these guys, them likes. Okay, all right, and we know that those guys are set up, man. You see, okay, and they're not preparing the people for what's to come. You see, okay, they're pretty much running out of the shenanigans that they're running out of our content, man. Okay, you know, all of these worthless debates and things like that is not moving the needle for anything, man. Okay, at this point in time, man, it's just entertainment, man. Okay, it's not moving the needle neither for one way or the other, man. Okay, you see, but we know that the internet really pretty much you can't do nothing against the truth but for the truth, you know. But at the end of the day, most people that follow them are lost, man. Okay? You see? Because why? It's because at the end of the day, they still trust in the shadow of Egypt, man. Okay? Aside from them knowing this truth and pretty much are not fully submerged in the scriptures and understanding, you have to spiritually separate from this place, man. Okay? Mentally separate from this place as well. You see? Okay? We all got to function within this place, though, but you have to understand that this man, okay, is dead set against you, the adversary, man. Okay? He's dead set against you, and he's setting up a snare for you people and leading you, and the leaders of your people that cause you to err, okay, is leading you like a flock of sheep to the slaughter, man. Okay? All right? That's what's happening. You see? Okay? It says, all right, this is verse 7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose. Therefore I have cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still. And that scripture hits hard for the example of what we're talking about right now as far as this government shutdown, man. Okay? And people's SNAP benefits not being pretty much released, man. Okay? You see? All right, pretty much, man, the whole thing of the Congress and pushing laws through and everything else. So those days are fading fast, man. Okay? This man and has been putting out so many executive orders, man, is that there's no need for them to push any type of vote on anything, man. Okay? You see? He's can call the shots. This man is a self-proclaimed king, man. Okay? All right? He's the new pharaoh, man. All right? And he's calling the shots directly, man. And there's not going to be no type of vote on anything, man. Okay? You see? This man has to get this whole thing started, man. He has to get this thing jump started, man. You have to have you people to rebel, man. So we can come in what he comes with, man. Okay? All right? Problem, reaction, solution, man. This is another tactic that he's using right now, man. You see? But it says, now go write it before them in the table and note it in the book, that it may be for a time to come forever and ever. And that's what we're doing right now, man. Okay? You see? Their strength is to sit still and do nothing, man. Because why? It's because it weakens the people, all right? And it causes them to ultimately bend the knee for when they pretty much present that blueprint onto the MOTB. Okay? All right? He needs that. Okay? All right? He needs that like a bad habit in his miserable life, man. Okay? You see, this man, his plans it's going to attempt to upset prophecy, but it's not going to be to naught. He's playing right into the hands of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. You see? Okay? Right? Right? Verse 9. That this is a rebellious people, man. Talking about you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right? Chiefly. Okay? But we understand that this is not a color thing or anything else like that, because our people are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. They may look like the other nations, and they have the spirit of a Jacob, okay? And their stock goes back to Jacob, man. Okay? All right? We judge a person by their spirit, man. Okay? To know that they are the children of the Most High, man. You see? Okay? You see? But this is a rebellious people, lying children, that will not hear the law of the Lord. Would say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophet not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Because if we did that, they would love us, man. If we prophesy deceits, man. Okay? You see? And sweep any type of oncoming problems that we need to be warning you about, which is our job, sweep it under the rug. They don't want to see that. They don't want to talk about that. Oh, they ain't, they want to keep on continuing to kick the can down the road. Okay? Well, there's not any road left. Okay? You're kicking the can to a dead-end street right now. You see? Okay? But you don't want to hear the Lord, man. You want smooth things to be prophesied unto you, man. You see? Okay? Right? Get you out of the way, turn aside the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. You see? And people have gotten to that point right now, man. Okay? To where they throwing out the baby right out with the bathwater. Okay? They're rejecting the whole guise of Christianity, but then they get to the point to where they turn atheists, man. Okay? You see? Jake's mind is not even critical, can even be in a situation of a critical thinking to even process that what we're saying. Okay, all right. You know the image now. The image now is BS. Okay, and the doctrine that goes along with it as well. Okay, but they want to just do away with with the scriptures altogether, man. Okay, but they have none understanding. You see, it says, Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word. You people despise this word, man. Okay? You know, we get the snarls and the looks, you know, when you're walking down the street, you know, they're speaking wickedness in their heart. Okay? You know, saying things under their breath. Okay? All right? Right? You despise this word, though, but guess what? Another thing you also do is that you trust in oppression, man, and perverseness, and stay thereon. Okay? All right? You're a perverse a group of people, man. Okay? All right? And you trust in oppression, man. Okay? You are a slave to oppression. Okay? Because look at this right now, where this man has took away something that you people have been complacent with, and now your hands are tied behind your back and you can do nothing. You don't have alternate plan to be able to put food on the table, man. You people wholeheartedly are relying on this damn devil to give you your every want and need, man, to this day. You see? Okay? Wherefore, this iniquity shall be to you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out of a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly in an instant, man. Okay? And that high wall, man, it got cracks in it, man. Okay? You see? All right? And it's about to give. Right? It said, and it shall break it as the breaking of a potter's vessel that is broken into pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be found a bursting of a shard to take fire from hearth, or a water withal out of the pit. So there's not going to be a piece big enough for you to even put any type of water in it to use it for anything, or to even use it for fire to keep yourself warm. Okay? All right? All right? This breach that's about to break is going to be in smithereens, so to speak, man. Okay? You see? For thus said the Most High, the Lord power of the Holy One of Israel, in returning and in rest, you shall be saved in quietness and in confidence, and your strength, and it shall be, and confidence shall be your strength, and you would not. But that's what it's going to be for the elect, right? It says, but ye say no, for we will flee upon horses. Therefore shall ye flee, and we will ride upon the swift. Therefore they that pursue you be swift. You see? Okay? So you trust in the fashion and ways of Babylon, okay? It's going to be to your own destruction at the end of the day, man. Okay? So the Lord's going to set it up, man, to where these people that do pursue you, that they're going to be swift. Okay? And the Lord has to make a speedy witness, man, of you jakes out there, man. Okay? All right? Because right now, you people are in the way right now. Okay? All right? Your stupidity is pretty much been exploited to the highest level possible, man. Okay? And you people fit right into that stereotype that this man, the accuser of your brethren, is pretty much has painted for you people, man. Okay? You see? Jake, you know, when you walk with no integrity, you walk into your own demise and destruction, man. Okay? Because that's the characteristic that Esau walks around with, man. This man is a man of no integrity, man. And you jakes have pretty much gone that same route, man. You know? All right? And destruction is nigh, man, for you people, man. All right? So I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Bukakudash. Shalom.